question is, was that thing alive? What are your observations? So this is just straight up factual information that you could use to say it either was or was not alive. Okay, so give me one, James. And which column are you starting in? Okay? Okay. Moved one way, then another. What else does somebody have in the yes, it's alive column? What you got? Okay. Maybe, so you saw things sticking off of it? Okay. Things sticking off. And there it is for those in our YouTube audience. Okay, what else? What else? What were other observations you made that would make you say, yep, that thing's alive? Yes, sir.
The other one that was stuck in the wall, and you got it off the wall, started moving.
Okay, so started moving. One of them started to move. What else we got? Who else has got anything else in the I think it's alive column? Okay. So basically it's all down to their motion. What about not alive? Yes, sir.
Basically, when you put water down on there, it started moving.
Okay. So you think it was just
Motion of the water.
moving with the water. So let's see.
The other one too.
Moved with water. So you don't think it was moving on its own. Okay. What else we got? In the not alive.
Yeah. It might be like, it might be something that you put in the water that could just be vacuum differently.
That's an inference. What observations do you have that make you think it's not alive?
It was after the water settled, it was kind of still.
Okay, so still water, still thing. Still water. Still, we'll call it the thingy. Okay, what else we got? What other observations make you think this thing was not alive? Anything else? How many of you in your heart of hearts believe this thing was alive? How many of you in your heart of hearts think, no, no way? Okay. How many of you are just not sure and too chicken to commit to a position? Okay, that's all right. You're allowed to be chicken. Okay. So, flip that paper over. And what I want you to do for a moment is to write a definition for life. So a definition that would cover all living things. Okay? A definition for what it means to be a living thing, for what it means to be alive. Go. What you got? Who wants to give it a shot? So, living things. Josiah, go.
Moving and breathing.
Moving, breathing. James, what you got? Okay, beating heart. Free will. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. So I've heard from the two gentlemen. Ladies, step up. What you got? Gabby. Okay. What kind of functions are we talking about?
Kind of like how wheels turn. So kind
Okay, so function, so movement, something is moving, like you're saying inside.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put in there internal. Okay.
Like something that eats.
Okay, something that eats. Morgan, you got anything to add? Okay. We could add then to eats, gets eaten. So we could say eats or gets eaten. Okay. Destiny, you got anything you want to add? They covering all your bases? Okay. Johnny, you got anything you want to add? Okay. All right. Sydney, you got anything you want to add? No? Okay. Now, here's the next part of this. You'll either like it or hate it. You get to vote one another's ideas off the island. All you have to do to knock somebody's contribution off that list is come up with one living thing that does not meet that criteria. Okay. Who wants to start picking them off? Sydney. Beating heart. Okay, name me a living thing that doesn't have a beating heart. Okay, gone. Plants. Jonna. Okay.
Plant doesn't breathe.
Define breathe.
Does it breathe like with like a lung or something?
Okay. So I'm gonna refer back to who contributed breathing. Okay. Do you mean like with a mouth and lungs and okay, so clarify please.
Like, plants give us oxygen.
Okay.
Okay, but they consume in
What do they consume?
No.
No, that's okay.
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, carbon dioxide. Okay. So for breathing, would you like to substitute take in gases?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's a little bit more defensible.
Is oxygen a gas?
Oxygen's a gas when you breathe it, sure. So CO2. Yes, sir.
Fish don't take in gas.
Yes, they do.
Let's take in water.
They run water over their gills and they pull gaseous oxygen out of the water
But then how come they can't breathe out?
because their gills are only set up to get gaseous oxygen out of water. Your lungs are set up to get gaseous oxygen out of the air.
That's why we can't breathe.
You can't breathe underwater, they can't breathe out of water. There are some fish that have sort of primitive structures and can actually, for a limited amount of time, get gases out of the atmosphere, but they're few and far between. Your smallmouth bass is not going to survive walking it down the street on a leash. Okay, anybody else want to knock anything else out? Yes, ma'am.
Moving.
Moving. Okay, name me a living thing that doesn't move.
A plant.
Okay, your bean plants, you think you're going to be in the same place you left them last night?
Never mind.
Well, no. I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay, so clarify who contributed moving. That was also you, Josiah? Now, were you talking about like getting up and walking around, moving on your own, swimming through the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just thought of something else too. And I think that's what she's getting at.
Okay, I think you guys are on a good track because I think I know where you're going and I think you just got it too. How about a tree? Does a tree walk down the road? Does it? Okay. So I think we should probably knock that out in the way it was originally intended. How did you want to clarify that? Because I think you do. Or Sydney, go ahead. What was the other thing? Because that made you think of something else.
Well, I just thought like plants, they don't really like move and walk around. They grow, but
Oh.
they don't.
Do you think all living things grow?
Yeah.
Do you want to add that to the list?
Yeah.
It's not too late. Okay. Anybody got anything else on here they want to knock out? Free will. What does free will mean? It means that you can make decisions for yourself.
Plants can do that.
Yeah.
There are some very serious questions about whether or not earthworms can do it. I wouldn't be the one to advocate that plants have a whole lot of free will.
There's trees in my yard purposely throw walnuts in.
Yeah. Yes? Okay, name me an organism. Okay, thank you. I wasn't going to be the one to do it. Sorry, James.
Plants have attitude.
Okay.
Eats are getting eaten.
Okay, so name me something that doesn't either eat or get eaten.
Oh, I can tell you what. Tree. I definitely does
Okay.
not get eaten.
Now, well, they get eaten.
Huh?
Things eat trees. Beavers eat their bark and deer eat their leaves. But in terms of the eat or get eaten. So, do trees eat anything?
I
The roots
drink
make them eat,
water.
they drink too.
They take in liquid.
Yeah.
What else do they take in through the soil?
Nutrients.
Okay, they take in minerals. Nutrients, yes. Salts. Where is their primary source of food? And I'm putting that in air quotes.
In their trunk.
Leaves, their leaves.
What about their leaves?
They fall off.
Wait, what'd you say?
Isn't there like,
Don't their leaves do something?
isn't there like I know the word.
They do something. Yeah, I bet you do.
Is it starts with an S?
No, but there's an S in there. Better. What the heck is that? Photosynthesis.
Yeah,
That. That stuff. Okay. So, what is this photosynthesis thing of which you speak?
Sunlight.
Sunlight. They basically eat sunlight. Yeah. So they're taking in energy. It's not in the same way we do. You go down to the cafeteria, you get a piece of pizza. You're taking in energy. They're taking in energy from sunlight. So they are in fact taking in energy. Not the way we do. They're not consuming stuff and chewing it up. But okay. So I'd say that gets to stay. Eats or gets eaten. Often both. Yes.
There's like this plant in Amazon that like bugs are growing into.
Mm-hmm.
And we do
Sundew is another, it's called an insectivorous plant. It's a plant, an insect-eating plant that lives in the bogs of Minnesota.
how do they eat?
Same basic principle. It's got things that attract bugs, and once they go in there, it snaps shut. Okay, so anything else that anybody wants to knock off? A very good job. Now, is there anything else on here that you want to knock off? Anything else you want to vote off the island or clarify or anything else? So what do we have left? We have left, let me circle these in red. We have take in gases, grow, eat or get eaten, and function or some kind of internal movement.
Said moving and the same thing as here.
Well, but Gabby was really referring to internal movement, like things inside living things move.
Okay.
Is everybody comfortable with that? Yes, sir.
I don't think that thing's inside plants. Like, I mean, what big stuff inside my belly or like shit sometimes, but I don't think it happens.
Do plants have smaller parts inside them?
Yeah.
Do you think inside what are those smallest little parts called?
Cells.
Darn it, cells. Do you think anything inside a cell moves?
No. Well, yeah.
We can prove otherwise. Okay, so here's what you're going to have to do. We're going to brainstorm things, common to all living things. Do you want to pull these things over?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting off with grow, take in gases, eat. Maybe we should separate those. Eat, get eaten, and have internal movement. Okay, what do you want to add to this? All living things do blank. Live, circular definition. Meaning if it's a living thing, it lives because it's a living thing, so it lives, so it's a living thing, so it lives. Be more specific. Huh? Okay. If it's alive, at some point it will die. Way to start with a real upper on your birthday, John. But it's true. If it's alive, it will die at some point. Okay? What else? Those little beans of yours sure are cute.
Everything starts off as a baby.
Huh?
Everything starts off as a baby.
Which means that all living things do what? Well, they all grow, and we have grow on there.
They don't change.
Do they shrink after
Change? Well, humans shrink after they hit about 60, but that's a different matter. Pause. Okay, what else? What else do all living things do? Well, we've got eat, get eaten. We've got internal movement, die, change. Take in, so you're saying take in water. Give birth. We're going to give birth. Okay. We're going to write that down, but we may clarify that tomorrow a little bit. Are you still writing, Josiah? Yes, you should be. Okay, what else? Anything else that we should add to this list? I love concentration faces. They're good. What else should we add? You guys have got a really good list. We might clean up a few terms here and there. I can see a few things that we might be missing. Yes.
Like we have like skin, not like.
They have. Okay, so all living things have some sort of skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Layers. Like yeah. Like
Ooh.
protection layers.
Ooh, I like that. Let's see. What would we call that? It's kind of like there's a barrier between you and what's not you.
Yeah. So.
Have a barrier, and we'll put in layers. Ooh, that's a really good one. Okay, what else we got? What we got?
Do you have that like feeling, not feelings, but like you get stepped on, like it's gonna.
Senses?
Senses, yeah. Layers. Is that heard of?
Unclear.
Stepped on.
What about bacteria? Are they alive?
Can they get sick? Yeah.
That give birth is an interesting one.
Plants do.
Thanks.
Where'd those beans come from?
Their moms.
Their moms and dads. But did they give birth to them?
They did give birth. Because they made the seed and then they dropped the seed and the
So
seed
they can
grew.
all reproduce.
Oh, I like that better.
Guys make the seed. Ladies drop the seed.
In fish, yes. Yes. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to start from there. Good job, guys.